Life Stealer is also still in the pool. So is Jug, but I don't like Jug that much. I really like the drafting from paiN though. Like they like take away all the like good options, and then like NoPing's kind of like always left with like the lackluster picks here. You know, because there's not really a specific hero that's like too good here. I think you generally do want to pick your carry. Yeah, that's the carry. Bloodseeker. I guess Bloodseeker's okay. It's not the best pick here, but it's good against CM though, because she makes a circle, you make a circle, and then she has to walk out of the circle. And usually she doesn't like it out of the circle, so pretty unfortunate.
10 seconds remaining.
All I've come to realize in Dota is that there are a lot of circles. Like CM's a circle, Gyro makes a circle, Bloodseeker makes a circle, Mars makes a circle, Legion Commander spell is pretty much a circle. Earthshaker gets picked up a lot. That's a circle. Black Hole's a circle. This game is a lot of circles. I feel like I'm onto something here.
So maybe the next iteration of Dota is just going to be Circles 3?
Yeah, just Circles 3.
It's going to be like
circle and circle action.
The sequel to Roblox.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, to see them cast, like, you just make a giant Venn diagram, of like 5 different circles. And then there's like one person in the middle. That would be cool. Oh yeah, LSA is a circle. It's a pretty small circle, but it's still a circle, I guess.
Yep, it is a circle. So basically, every Dota is a circle.
Yeah.
And Rubik's like every hero, so of course Rubik is a circle.
Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
IO is just a ball, so that's just a lot of circles. It's an infinite amount of circles
remaining
in a sphere.
That's a lot of. I don't know if I'm ready for that amount of mind-blowingness here.
Yeah, it's too early. I agree. Alright, so the Brood Mother ban. Interesting.
paiN Gaming is going to come out with something just crazy as their last pick.
They could still send Gyro mid and pick up a carry hero here for themselves. For now,
10 seconds
what's a good hero for them to pick here?
5 seconds remaining.
I still like Void. Actually, I like Void for King. I think Void's still pretty good here. Pretty good damage with Gyro. You don't really care about Bloodseeker that much.
Dire team pick.
Monkey King. Okay.
It seems like they still have a ton of options right now, but I just want to see something different. Like, I want to see them go ahead and do something crazy for this game number 2. And the weird thing about this is there's only one slot for South America. So I was looking at the qualifiers to the minor, and like CIS and Europe already have one qualifier because the winner of the winners final makes it automatically. But there's only one qualifier out of these South Americas, and I guess every region except for the ones that I just said. So, paiN Gaming.
So Europe and CIS, I guess.
Yeah, Europe and CIS. So, like, I kind of want to see paiN Gaming have a little bit more fun with this because, it's tough to play Dota all day and have to be serious about every game. So, why not have a little bit of fun with this last pick?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think fun in their minds was techies, but they keep getting it banned. Like NoPing keeps banging in every game, so it feels bad to be paiN right now. But maybe they have another cool pick up their sleeves. There's like 2 melee cores, 3 melee cores in fact on NoPing. Techies would have been really good here. Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit's okay.
That's pretty
actually.
Fun.
Yeah. It's always fun to see a Storm Spirit zipping around left and right.
You know, as long as he doesn't get caught out too much by the Grimstroke or the Bloodseeker, I think the Storm Spirit's gonna be pretty fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if he does start to get caught out, like the Legion Commander's still there to do a little bit of damage to keep him alive. Does seem like a pretty good Storm Spirit game.
Yeah, it's not the worst matchup either. I mean, it is kind of rough against Monkey King early on, but then afterwards you kind of don't really care about him anymore because you have to hit 6, and you generally jungle at 5 anyway because of the gang. But yeah, I'm looking to see like Lelis, Odin, the side lanes. So it seems like a pretty easy Legion Commander lane with this Theolicor, Rubik. Top lane's also going to be a bloodbath with Gyro, CM against Lina, Mars. Lots of killing going to be going on, which is really good for Bloodseeker because the more killing that's happening, the faster Bloodseeker runs and the faster he hits. So hopefully we get a really fast Bloodseeker. And we get to see him zooming around left and right.
Did you see the Reddit post where Bloodseeker just runs through the black hole?
Oh yeah, but that was like 17,000 move speed, right, or something.
Well, yeah.
I feel like it's hard to reach that kind of move speed in the game. So
the even funnier thing to me though is after that there were all these people who were like calculating the speed of light in relation to Dota and like how much a unit was, and like how let's see, like how quickly Crystal Maiden actually moves, which if how fast Bloodseeker was moving there was the speed of light, then Crystal Maiden also moves around very quickly.
Right, because it's all relative, right?
Yeah.
So. I feel like that's pretty stupid, but you know. What am I to say? Okay, Lapsus starting it off. He's not a tree or a courier, so that's very interesting. I can usually tell when a player. Hey, he's not a courier right now. Oh, Lelis. Lelis knows.
Oh, LSA. Is she fine? No, very not fine. She's gonna juke.
But she is
LSA hits again. That's your first blood.
I know. Yeah, that was a nice stun.
Yeah, Lapsus is doing all right now, thanks to his Lina hitting both LSAs, and now with that, NoPing are just gonna go for the 2 bounty runes bottom.
The battle begins.
Ping take the 2 at top.
So the 2 for 2, NoPing get first blood. So it should favor NoPing so far. But yeah, look at this. HFN and like 444. I don't know what that is, but like they're just zoning out Dunha and King RD here.
Yeah, they do not want to let them into this lane at all. Ooh, immediate stun, but the LSA broke the tree. So the Crystal Maiden doesn't get stunned up by the spear.
Another sec. Looks like broken. Discord just breaks at the start of every game, I think. That's what the common trend here is. Oh, fast go.
This was over before it started.
Oh. Luckily, the break wasn't all that long. Dunha continues to hit all of his LSAs and be a general nuisance with that. Wow. Monkey King's stick is so long that he can just hit through a tree.
Damn. Hit around the tree, you mean?
No, he hit through the tree. Storm Spirit put a tree, an Iron Branch, in the mid lane for his regen, and the Monkey King hit him through it.
Yeah. That's a very long stick.
They don't call it a boundless strike for nothing.
Boundless. Go leaps and bounds to be able to hit you.
So early advantage.
When Monkey hits 3, though, it's gonna get a little harder for Storm. I'm pretty sure. Unless he takes 4 techs. 4 techs probably play. Oh no, he goes second point and overload.
Storm's doing well so far, though. He's...
Yeah, Monkey's 3, so he has to be a little careful. I'm not trying to give him any more stacks. He's playing around this Remnant. He just dropped it down. He's playing Ring Around the Rosie with this one.
Monkey King can hit from so far away that the Remnants don't even burst when he hits the Storm Spirit.
Seems balanced. I mean, you've seen those melee auto attacks where it's definitely not melee. You know, like sometimes Dota is weird. Oh, they get the vision from the Bloodseeker. That's some value. Vision right there. And he's hitting fast in the bot lane. Well, not that fast, I guess. Pretty fast.
A little bit of contesting over the CS and top. Grimstroke isn't able to hit it, and Lawless wants to keep doing a little bit more damage here. Lapsus did get the instant GG double damage rune in mid. It's now run out, but it helped him to dominate the lane a little bit longer against this Storm Spirit.
Yep. It's a rocket going on King RD top. I think he'll be fine here though.
I'll say another one hit by Dunha. Just walk away down.
The sisters are just going at it in the top lane.
Yeah, they don't like each other a whole lot.
They're just pulling each other's hair constantly. Nice hard camp aggro there by 4-4.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh.
That's some good awareness.
He gets another pull off though. I don't think it's the best pull because HFN's gonna be suffering though. Top lane.
HFN going pretty far forward right now. Walking after the Lina, who will throw out the LSA. The missile will hit, but HFN, is he actually going to? No, he's not going to chase that. It's a little bit too far.
Lapsus is pulling ahead in net worth right now, or last hit, but 40R just got an Arcane, and that's going to be something he looks to do when he gets level 6.
Aggression both ways. King probably has to back up here. The spear forces the gyrocopter back, and the LSA on top of it gives a little bit more harass, but they really want to go after this Lina now. God's Rebuke forces the gyrocopter back, and CM's got to be careful as well. She is quite low. Dragon Slave to come through, taking her down to 20 health, but the range is not there. She's still walking around. One more hit would have done it, and there it is. LSA hits, the Crystal Maiden falls. Lina goes down in response, and gyrocopter won't be able to get the rune away.
When the CM was like low and so was the gyro, the Bloodseeker was running at like 600 move speed at one point. It's kind of funny. But he couldn't really do anything anyway, so I felt like it was just wasted move speed. Before DR goes down mid. Was it a gank from Grimstroke? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Grimstroke rotated over for that.
Take what I please.
4DR in mid, getting gone on once again. That's the Inkswell. He's not yet level 6, so they are definitely taking advantage of this, and the Rubik's TP couldn't come through fast enough.
Yeah, that was a nice gank.
444 with the swag onto Mars.
Do you know which taunt he has? Does he have the one where he just drops the snowball on the ground? Oh, he doesn't even have a taunt.
They are still abusing the mid lane.
I like this play. They have the catapult. They're probably going to try to force a lot of damage. Storm Spirit probably feels like he needs to be jungling because of how the lane went. Died twice consecutively.
Oh, they found the Grimstroke. But 4DR doesn't want any part of it. He's so afraid right now. He's so afraid without his ultimate available. Ball Lightning still not there. Here comes the Rubik to help out. Monkey King about to get that Jingu stack, but it doesn't matter. He's still being just zoned away from the Storm Spirit. He has to throw that Boundless Strike out eventually. He's just figuring out who to start going on to. Throws it out onto the Storm Spirit. They find the Crystal Maiden kill, and Monkey King manages to evade a hit. They have no idea where he is. He's regenning on top of the trees. They cut the wrong tree, and now he goes back into the fight. He's still regenning. 40R trying to fight as much as possible. 1 second away from another remnant, but he's not going to be able to find it. Meanwhile, Laps is still finding Ward. Crystal Maiden comes from the backside to finally find the kill onto the Grimstroke, but it has been a huge amount of devastation on the mid lane, just hemorrhaging heroes on paiN Gaming.
Even after all those kills, though, mid tower still stands.
They still want this kill. They don't find it. Now 4-4. He's looking pretty super dead right now as well. Dragon Slave to come through to finish off the kill. These supports for NoPing have been having excellent rotations this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to go for this duel. Call down through from the gyrocopter. Lelis, he's got to get that duel off, which he does. And with the help of the Rocket Barrage, at least the Legion Commander is able to get 10 permanent damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That was nice. He was very patient with the duel. He really wanted the damage. Oh, 40R gets another Arcane Rune, but unfortunately, he doesn't really have any boots or anything to accompany this Arcane Rune. He's kind of only has his 2 nulls. He had a rough mid lane. Laps has played really well there, like in the top engagement. He managed to jump around the trees, managed to juke out the enemy, get the lifesteal. For a moment there, it kind of looked pretty bad for him, but he actually just, you know. Oh, mid lane? 4-4-4-4.
Yeah, this Crystal Maiden is just not having a great day at all.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Surprisingly, she has the most amount of kills in her team, though. 3 out of 5.
Well, she's been getting involved. Legion Commander still regenning over at top, and you can see just how stacked this Legion Commander is. Ball Lightning in from the Storm Spirit, trying to get that duel win, which they managed to get. Dragon Slave still finds the Legion Commander kill, which is huge for the Lina, even though she falls.
Yeah, even after all these kills, and you can see the scoreline, it's 12-7. paiN Gaming aren't too far behind. They're like less than 1,000 gold behind. And you know, Storm Spirit is catching up with his boots now. He's probably going to try to build a Kaya into a Treads or something, you know, and he'll probably be there. Then he can just fight constantly. It's a very high aggression game, I can tell from both these games, from both these teams. Both games, they've looked to just fight and fight and fight. And hopefully someone comes out ahead.
So, going back to the South American qualifier for the major, if this were Beast Coast, you would see them stacking a ton of camps, making sure that Hector was getting farmed, even if they were getting a little bit behind in the beginning of the game. But paiN haven't really been able to do that. One, because there's been so much aggression deep from NoPing, and also you had those 2 deep wards. One of them in the Dire Triangle has already been dewarded, but they are getting a lot of aggressive vision on the map.
Yep, they are. 40 has been getting some really good runes as well, which is why he's able to just react to this initiation or like this aggression from NoPing. He is farming in the meantime, however, so tough to say that he's just fighting. They're going to look to take the top tower here from the side of NoPing. Catapult wave is coming. King Artie's already set up taking the bottom lane, and paiN wants to take the tower themselves. So. Both teams, you know, I think they decided to take a chill pill. They were like, alright, enough fighting for a second. Let's just maybe get 1 or 2 core items.
Monkey King into a very bad situation. He will fall from this. He just doesn't have the health to be able to survive. And they might be looking for another one. Bloodseeker into the fight. He's going to get chased down. Frostbitten. The Silence Circle goes down, but it's been stolen away by the Rubik, and you can tell he is green with envy on the mid lane. Wells gets the double. Dunhut into the fight. He has his Laguna Blade available. Would love to be able to put that on the Storm Spirit, but now the Blood Arena goes down. They're going after the Rubik. The Rubik is staying alive until that Inkswell comes through. And the Grimstroke gets the kill, but now Storm Spirit, he's way too deep. He's not feeling very good at all. Crystal Maiden will be the next to fall in the mid lane, and unfortunately, paiN Gaming, they get aggressive, but they get a bit too aggressive, dropping down 3 on mid.
That was unfortunate. I think the Storm Spirit tried to push his limits a little too much there. He probably should have got out with the 1 kill. They got 2 core kills, and they stuck around a little too long, and were a little too greedy for that. So, I don't think they're going to make the same mistake twice. Storm Spirit is probably just going to be like, alright, I want to farm my Kaya. HFN on the other hand was just farming the entire time. Really nice. He's almost has his axe and 1.3k gold.
Yeah, HFN has been a little bit more disciplined, still farming on the map, knowing that he needs to make up a little bit more for his team. And yeah, they got those 2 core kills in mid, and then we're like, hey, look, it's Alina. This should be... Oh, it's...
Spear. Nice spear.
You hate to see it.
His spears have been on point in the past
Lelis just capitalizing on the fact that Bloodseeker got stuck on a creep. They're trying to get that damage through. They won't get the permanent damage, but they do have the blood right to go down. Lelis over to the side, still staying alive. Lapsus is going right after this Crystal Maiden. Will jump on top of her, but a nice little dodge from 444 keeps him up, but now the unbalanced range of Lapsus' ranged auto attacks gives him a kill.
I mean, 444 I think is happy with the way these trades are going. You know, his team, he might be dying, but his teams are getting the kills, so I don't think he minds this all too much. I know I wouldn't if I was the 5 player, I guess.
Well, you really can't do much. You had to be able to go in and support the Legion Commander and going for the kill, and with that, it just means that you unfortunately have to be in the face of the enemy, and it was kind of an ambitious kill in the first place.
By being there in the first place, you pretty much signed a contract saying that you understand that your life might be ended by the enemy team. You know,
sure.
Like it's like it's like when you go skydiving. You know, you have to sign the the release form where it's like, we are not legible, we're not responsible in case anything bad happens. Which usually it doesn't, but on the off chance that it does, the Dire team is in no way responsible for CM dying there. So
I would equate that to Mayhem in the Crucible for Destiny 2, where it has that little message at the beginning of the match that says the Crucible is not responsible for any injury incurred.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go on the adventure, you're the one that has to be responsible, Like, just because I egged you on and told you that, you were a wuss if you didn't, doesn't mean that I'm responsible for any of it, so...
Hold up, these are Dota players. We don't have any sense of responsibility here.
Yeah, what is responsibility? Lelis is very close to his Blink Dagger. I think after the Binding Runes, he's definitely going to be able to get it.
Yeah. Mission complete, 1 hit on tier 1 tower. Did it.
HFN's got his Ags. Something to note.
Yep, Ags into Maelstrom. Echo Saber also completed for Lapsus.
So 2 runes each. King already has a blink of his own. King already has a naked blink, actually. He has like a wand, bracer, boots build.
Well, now he's been found by the illusions, and they are going right after the offlaner.
Oh my god, wait, hold on. This Selena has a very interesting item build. He has phase drums on Lena.
Gotta go fast.
I don't know if I can say that I've ever seen this. Well, I guess we'll have to see if he wins the game. If he wins the game, he's a mad genius. If he doesn't, it's a bad item build. That's how Dota works, right?
I think that paiN Gaming have realized that NoPing basically have wards all over their own side of the map. So in response, they've put down they had 3 observer wards on the Radiant side jungle. So both teams have kind of switched sides of the map for now. There might be
they're just trying to dodge each other as much as possible. I think earlier on everybody was just fighting, but now I think they're just content with farming their core items, like this Kaya on Storm. Legion farmed his Blink, so he's probably going to be looking to fight soon. Monkey King, he just finished it. I mean, actually, he hasn't finished anything. He has Echo Saber, I guess. That's kind of cool. Blink Dagger at Mars. So both teams looking to fight. Terran's still farming up his Radiance, though. He has the Midas. He's like 1.6k gold from the Relic, so still a ways off. Now both teams have just swapped sides of the map. They've just smoked, and both teams moved to opposite sides of the map. They reclaim each other's jungles. Alright.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Maybe we should just go home.
Well, now Radiant didn't have any wards in the Dire jungle though, and Dire had a lot of wards in the Radiant jungle. So Dire's gonna be able to see like what Radiant's doing.
Radiant did actually have a lot of wards there. They just happened to start expiring now. And like instead, as they exited, you have this one towards the mid tier 2, and then you have this one lane ward at top.
Right. So I guess the lane top, yeah, for sure. I mean, doesn't really see much. You don't really see them farming the jungle, like the one. Okay, they de-warded the one in the Dire jungle. They haven't spotted the one next to the tier 1 tower mid though. That one's a really cheeky ward.
It's just out of range.
Yeah. Well, not really out of range, but like it's in a weird spot to kill. So.
Well, there's a sentry ward right next to it. Lina possibly going to break the smoke here. They go right for the Monkey King instead, though. They're going to put down the silence, and Storm Spirit's going to the back lines. Lead Commander does not manage to kill off the Monkey King, and now the Monkey's healing up. Where's the Gyrocopter? Looks like he's turned tail and run already. He wanted nothing to do with that fight. He's back to farming.
Well, that was interesting. They like jumped the monkey, but they didn't commit on him. So like, kind of just lived, got the Jingu stacks off, and then he just boundless striked, and he was full health again. So I'm not really sure like what the plan there was, because Lelis went in and he did a lot of damage alongside the Crystal Nova and the Fate Bolt. But aside from those spells, they didn't really commit for the kill. Like Storm Spirit didn't zip in. Probably was afraid of the leash from Grimstroke, and that's why he went for the Grimstroke instead. But
yeah, he went for the Grimstroke, but the problem was that they didn't have enough damage to actually kill off the Monkey King there. So if you can't stop him from attacking, and you can't kill him, then your initiation basically completely fails. Over on the mid lane, we do have the Storm Spirit getting caught out once again. He's been silenced and now killed for the second time in a very short amount of time.
Oh no.
And Crystal Maiden is being baited again. That is a feels bad man spear.
Okay, a couple of sloppy fights here from...
Thinking about sticking around, this seems like a terrible idea. NoPing will back up,
This is a lot of space, though, for Terrence. Terrence is farming his Midas. He had a pretty rough start, so he's going to be catching up.
Yeah, Terrence is up there. He's getting very close to his Radiance. Already had his Midas completed. He's up to level 14 right now. If we take a look at the levels, that's basically the top of the levels right now. Yeah, I don't think that Terrence has gotten any complaints.
I can smell a fight happening in the bot room.
Oh yeah, they are ready to go. Monkey King to the trees, and they're going to get the immediate bandless strike onto the Legion Commander, taking her down right away. No buyback available. The supports are going to just fall so quickly. And again, this is not a fight that paiN Gaming can stand in at all. Just where the first game was a bit of a stomp in paiN Gaming's favor, this is looking like NoPing are just trying to return the treatment.
Well, HF just stood at the top room for a second, hoping someone would come. But no one did come, and he finally decided to pick it up and goes back to farming.
I think this game is really turning into when the Gyrocopter and the Storm Spirit are able to fight, because if you keep feeding these offlaners and supports, at least you're keeping your cores alive, but at the same time, you're giving the other team a lot of resources to work off of. They have a 4K gold advantage at this point.
Yeah. And you can tell that most of the lead is coming from this Monkey King and the Storm Spirit's gap. The Lina and the Rubik also has a pretty significant difference. So that's the CM and the CM and the Grimstroke. So I mean, once paiN get to winning a couple of fights, hopefully they'll be able to smoke up with their own. I think they're looking to smoke right now. He's gonna shrine up. I think they know that all their spells are down. Well, not really, because they barely have to use any spells there. but I think they want to smoke up and try to do something. Or defend.
Now, Storm wants to farm. Wants a little bit more gold. Currently working towards a Bloodstone. I guess he's feeling like things are going to change around very soon. Lelo's hiding in the trees, waiting for initiation. They have to start doing something about this Mars, and they're going to put the call down, but it doesn't really look like it's hitting the Monkey King at all. And again, he gets a Jingle up. He's going to just manage to survive after it. Now he pops the BKB. He's trying to stay alive as much as possible. The Flat Cannon will chase him down, eventually fighting him in the trees, and HFN gets in the fight. Now the LSA comes down. There is the Dragon Slave there. Bloodseeker going after the Gyrocopter, and it is going to be enough. That's a triple kill for Terrence. Well, Lelis doesn't even know if he wants to go in on this. Storm Spirit stays alive throughout the fight. But again, it doesn't seem like he's being all that effective. He has some of the least damage done in that last one because it seems like he's so afraid with all the area control for NoPing.
Yeah. I think the Gyrocopter being there, the fight looked really good at the start after he got the kill in Monkey afterwards. But then, like, everybody was just so low that Terrence was just on cleanup duty. He smelled so much. There was so much blood leaking everywhere. Everybody was losing health left and right. He was just running fast like a race car, and there was nothing you could do to stop him. Gyrocopter was just ruptured, so you had to stand in place and fight him with like 200 health. Not the best kind of fight if you ask the giant Gyrocopter player. And yeah, Lelis had to buy back, so that's probably where the goal lead came from. And Storm Spirit probably needs like a couple items or two before he can choose to fight, or if he wants to consider fighting, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, it will be the Bloodstone for him next. Yeah, I'm not really sure. HFN getting involved in the fight was pretty huge. They did miss the call down on the Monkey King, so there wasn't as much damage being done to him as there could have been. So he ended up staying alive a little bit after the duel was over, and Legion Commander hasn't had a duel win for quite a few minutes now. So it wasn't a terrible
fight. For now, he's just locked down for the BKB Monkey King.
They get the scan, and now Gyrocopter, he's being forced away. He gets the call down there, and he doesn't have a BKB, so he's basically being left alone by his team for now. Very quick kill for NoPing. They're looking for a little bit more, or maybe they just go for Roshan, but they are chasing in through the jungle, looking for blood, and they've got the Blood Seeker, so it does work out. Lelis getting jumped on by Lapsus once again, has the double damage rune, so maybe he's able to do a little bit of something here, but he needs to stay alive, and that seems like it's not going to be happening at all. Dead for 70 seconds.
They have so many skill shots, and they're just hitting all of them right now. That is actually insane. That's kind of nice to watch. He hit the stun from the Monkey King there, and immediately followed up by the Dragon Slave, and the Grimstroke Q, and then the Mars Spear came out, 40 yards out of mana. But he does have a Bloodstone though. He actually isn't that underfarmed. He has a Bloodstone and Kaya, 25 minutes, not the best timing, not the worst either, so. Bad news though. Bloodseeker has a BKB now, so he's not really going to care about any of the damage that's coming out from paiN here.
Yeah, you have to, like, eventually the focus goes from making sure the Monkey King doesn't get a Wukong's command off to making sure that this Bloodseeker doesn't just run over everybody. Which it's kind of happening anyway. Okay. Monkey King goes forward, gets a stun out on the Storm Spirit.
King already has a pipe as well now. I mean, HFN really wants to get this BKB. Can't seem to find the space for it. They're probably going to give him mid-wave right now. Storm Spirit almost has his Arcane Energy Booster.
Lots of vision here. That great high ground ward gives King RD the vision that he needs to get that off, and no BKB still for the Gyrocopter, which means that it will be quick work of him. Grissom Maiden getting a very long let it go off, but unfortunately the only thing that goes is her life. She falls. Lois also getting chased down inside the base. They go. Lapsus going right after him. The Rupture goes through, and Lelis might be able to make it into the base. You can do it. Uses the magic wand and dies. GG's called. Well, that was interesting. Kind of thought that it would go a little bit differently. paiN just were so dominant in game number 1, but NoPing showed that they can do the exact same thing, this time utilizing a couple of sort of not meta picks, but you know, still very strong heroes between the Bloodseeker, a fantastic Mars, and Alina that hit tons of stuns, and Monkey King that did pretty well in addition to that.
Well, yeah. I mean, HFN kind of had enough of that game. I think he took like 3-4 fights where if he had a BKB there, he would definitely have made it out alive or close to being invincible. But yeah, being caught by one stun just means you're gonna get hit by 2-3 more stuns, and then once you're stunned, you kind of can't do anything, guys. So unfortunate there. But we'll see if they come back in the third game and pull it back.
Indeed, we will be going to a game number 3 between NoPing Esports and paiN Gaming, so make sure you join us after the break where we will be bringing you the conclusion to this series to see who makes it onto the winter final. We'll be back in just a bit.